The biggest adversity for me, I would say, came around 10th grade, age 15, when my sister and I were among the first blacks to integrate Wetumpka High in our home county of Elmore County. That going into that setting itself was all of the things that one could think of when you're being called all types of names. The hardest parts for me during that period is to have the teachers overlook me by, whether I'm 3 desks from their desk, I'm always going to end up being the last to get my exam paper to start working. If I raise my hand, I will generally be ignored. I remember asking my biology teacher when I was trying to take an exam that would he please stop the kids from throwing papers and spitballs at me. And he said to me, "I'm not here to babysit you." When my sister retaliated by striking back a white student who had hit her with a slingshot, she was arrested and put in jail, kept in jail overnight. My parents were not able to see her or get her out. And when leaders got her out the next day, black leaders, and encouraged her later to plead guilty to assault and battery so that she could remain in school, she was immediately expelled and was out of school for 4 months. It took the Department of Justice to get her back in school, and it was that action that resulted in 3 Molotov cocktail firebombs thrown in our home at 1 a.m. in the morning of January 1966, which was the Sunday morning prior to the Monday of her returning to school. My concern is that it appears that we are on a wave of a return to 50 years ago. My greatest concern is what happens to our children? What happens to our families and our communities? I think about my grandchildren. Now I've got an 11-year-old, I've got a soon-to-be 6-year-old. I don't want that to be the experience of my grandchildren.